So you want to look at what occurred and then what's the result because that occurred. Like self-confidence is an intangible, but what happened because of self-confidence? I lost 10 pounds. I asked for a raise. I had a scary conversation. So we all want to look at what's the results that this provided you. And you have to kind of coach people around it to go, well, I don't really know. Well, if you did know, what would it be?
Susie, how do I get clarity on what the outcomes are that I provide for my client when there seems so intangible?
So an intangible can also be the result, right? So like in GLP, Hillary put the intention of she wanted to find love, right?
Mhm.
So that was one of the results. So it's a big result. And as a result of that, what has happened, right? Community, partnership. So you want to look at what occurred and then what's the result because that occurred. Like self-confidence is an intangible, but what happened because of self-confidence? I lost 10 pounds. I asked for a raise. I had a scary conversation. So we all want to look at what's the results that this provided you. And you have to kind of coach people around it to go, well, I don't really know. Well, if you did know, what would it be?
Right.
Right? Have more confidence. Awesome. So as a result of confidence, what's happened?
Okay.
Right? As a result of getting clear, what happened?
Okay.
Right? So that you don't just use those, and those words are powerful too, is I gained clarity. And then what else happened because you gained clarity? Oh,
Right.
I paid off my debt, or I did a career change, or I had a scary
Ah,
conversation, or I got a divorce. And sometimes a divorce is a good thing, right? It's
right.
completing a relationship. It's all how it's packaged. To go,
Right.
I was in that relationship, it wasn't healthy for me. Now I'm in a healthy relationship, or now I'm out of the unhealthy relationship. That's powerful. To go,
Okay.
what? That's an option, you know?
Right. So continue asking the question as a result of to get from the intangible to something concrete and
Yeah.
measurable.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. And because I don't want to keep saying you get to live a life that you love. Well, what does that mean?
Right.
In terms of, okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
So from your, first of all, you're the first client. You are the first case study. I always show my case studies because
Okay.
they have to see that I'm living what I'm doing every single
Right.
day, right? You're walking your talk. You have a great case study. So you don't have to necessarily say me, 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 but I got out of a job. I went from overnight to defining a new business
Yeah.
to having more love in my relationship to all the things that you did,
Okay.
so that works.
Okay.
So use
Beautiful.
yourself as a case study, then go dig and ask even friends that you've coached and worked with to go, I need case studies
Okay.
of what opened up because of I had that conversation with you.
Okay.
Like Sam's life is unrecognizable. And although I'm paying her, I'm also coaching her. And she's a case study because who
Right.
she was when, 4 years ago when I met her and she
Mhm.
started working with me, into who she is now, completely unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Not only just in her demeanor, but physically, mentally, spiritually, relationship, you
Right.
know, she's way more coachable now than she was even, 2 years ago. I
Okay.
I told her not to get married, Evie. She did it anyway, but I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
She's not
Okay.
married anymore. I told her to get divorced too.
Yeah, that's completed. That's one of those relationships she was talking about where like divorce is a good thing. You complete the relationship, like that's an option. Like you can get out of the abuse of the dysfunction, like that's an option and that's good. Like that's an example of that, I'm
Right.
better because of it.
Right.
Okay.
A powerful completion in a relationship. That's powerful versus, the drama. My first divorce was drama.
Yeah.
Second divorce, it was like, I almost wanted the drama so I could feel complete, but I didn't need the drama, right? You're like, shouldn't there be drama?
Okay.
Did you want
Susie, I want to be unrecognizable next year.
Okay, good. We will be unrecognizable. Each one of these women, and people who are in our programs, completely unrecognizable of where they were and who they are now, in the world. So this was fun, yes?